Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from a report that shows just how much damage was done by Eminem and 50 Cent in the 2000s, one that still holds up to this day 2 decades later, and we'll get to more on this in a bit. We also have another 2022 milestone for Eminem, a bombshell from Dr. Dre that been met with bittersweet reactions, and more from 50 Cent, who's back at it again. This time he takes aim at power producer Randall Emmett, who's made headlines recently for all the wrong reasons. So first of all, as we enter the second half of 2022, this was just around the corner for the 90s rapper. A report reveals Eminem has surpassed 3 billion streams on Spotify in 2022 so far, and some needed clarification on this. Wait, like in this 6 months period or all time? Now some found this take hilarious, but if all you read is mainstream hip-hop news, this would be a legit question, as most 90s rappers are yet to hit 3 billion streams on Spotify all time. Back in 2020, for the year, it was 4.1 billion, and if you recall, reports back then caused a meltdown on Twitter, as the numbers didn't match the narrative that was popular at that time about how no one listens to Eminem. 2021 was even higher, at 4.9 billion according to reports, and it will be interesting to see how it ends in 2022. Moving on, just a few days ago, many fans saw pictures and were wondering what was going on, as Dre was seen with Snoop, Busta, and other legends in the studio, but a clip surfaced recently that explains it and shows Dr. Dre make a shocking revelation that's kind of bittersweet based on Dr. Dre's history. And speaking with Busta Rhymes, he revealed,
I got, yeah. 247 songs during the pandemic, and then we paused and did a whole album on Marsha Ambrosius.
Yeah, by the way, that shit is phenomenal.
That's nuts, so it was crazy. And then we came back, and what did we do after that?
This is the songs that ended up
GTA
on
edition.
Oh, I did the Grand Theft Auto, and now we're working on with Snoop. And you know, we're 2 days in right now. We got what,
album done.
like 6 bangers.
We got like an album done already, 2 days.
Yeah. So,
But you ain't thinking about this?
I don't know. I don't
Damn.
know. I want to finish this shit and then
And then start busting rhymes.
see.
Start on
It's gonna
bus.
land.
Start bust. This shit.
This made its way to Twitter. Dr. Dre recorded 247 songs during the pandemic, exploding head emoji. Now, as mind-blowing as this sounds, more questions were asked. But when will we get to listen to them? That pretty much sums it up, as Dre's big reveal has been met with takes like, even if that's the case, if it's never gonna be released to the public, what's the value of this information? Another user expands that we will never hear, he must have 10,000 songs in his vault. For the album with Marsha that Dre was talking about in the video, they finished recording that one in December 2021. We're still waiting, and I remember when this was announced, on Reddit some responded to the news back then, can we expect this in 2045? And now back on topic, some wild takes in reaction to Dre also popped up. When Dre dies, we gonna eat off those posthumous albums, for real. Did we just uncover UMG CEO's burner account? But seriously, what are your thoughts on this from Dr. Dre? Excited or hopeless? Moving on, 50 Cent's been on tour in Europe, but he's still evidently got some time to throw following reports about Power executive producer Randall Emmett's allegations. First, he insinuated that whatever they say he did that ish, but he was back with more on IG. In response to this report, Randall Emmett allegedly offered women movie roles in exchange for entanglement. 50 Cent stated on IG, eyes emoji, see, this is why I made him give me my money by Monday. Then after, he had to stay 100 feet away from me. And more wild takes in reaction to this, that's the only way he was gonna get some laughing emojis. Word on the IG streets is that this shouldn't be a surprise because this was how he got his ex, Lila Kent, and 50 Cent wasn't done. He shared this report. 50 Cent reacts to bombshell Randall Emmett allegations and added the caption, I bet there will be more women, saying he treated them inappropriately. By the end of this week, Lil Harvey is in big trouble this time. 50's been busy on tour and somehow he still got time, a user adds. This dude is across the world and still has no chill laughing emojis. Moving on, a recent report revealed the average first week sales for rappers. It goes, rappers first week sales, top 5 goes Eminem, 50 Cent, Drake, Kanye West and Jay-Z, and under it adds, Eminem sales include 2 partial releases, The Eminem Show 1 day and Encore 3 days. Kanye sales include Donda, a partial release 5 days. 50 Cent, Nelly and Jay-Z's numbers do not include their greatest hits because no data is available. Free mixtapes and live albums are not included. And here's the kicker, the user asked, wow, that's so insane. Crazy stat, I love it. I'll love if you could provide M stats for 7 days for the Eminem Show and Encore. Thanks, and check this out. With 7 days for Encore and the Eminem Show, Eminem will be at 740,000. And for those wondering what the period tab is about, check this out. This list shows the difference between first and last Billboard album. In Eminem's case, 99 and 2020. And 50 Cent being second on the list comes as a surprise to some. Wow, 50 Cent. On My Life that dropped in 2012, before the streaming era of equivalent sales, 50 Cent stated, sold like 40 million records, people forgot what I did. People talk about numbers in the 2000s today and mention Kanye, Wayne, but it actually starts with Eminem, Nelly, and 50 Cent. Over to you guys, share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this, and see you on the next one.